Hello, I'm Jonathan Manske, cerebral sanitation engineer. And I want to talk to you about something that we don't like to talk about. In fact, it's kind of a taboo subject. Nobody talks about it. And that's self-sabotage. Shh, don't tell anybody. We're talking about self-sabotage. Right? Now think about this. If you go to networking meetings for your business, right? Have you ever gone to a networking meeting and you meet somebody and go, hey, how's things going? And they go, well, gosh, it's only Tuesday and I've already played 8 hours of computer games. And I've shot myself in the foot so many times I'm out of bullets, and I'm in a rut so deep I can't see the sky. But other than that, business is pretty good, right? If you ever heard that. No, what happens? We lie. People lie, right? Because it's not okay to self-sabotage. We don't talk about this stuff. People go, oh, I'm doing great. Good. I'm doing so good. What about you, right? Just, we should do the whole Pinocchio thing where our noses grow, right? Because we're lying. Because it happens to all of us. We get in these modes where we do sabotage ourselves. It's part of being a human being. And so first of all, just for some people, just to hear this, that's going to be a relief that you're like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one who did that. No, everyone sabotages themselves. Everyone gets into these modes where they're just not doing the right things. And basically we get in this mode where we're helplessly witnessing ourselves do the wrong things. It's like, oh, but you can't stop it, right? Like maybe, oh, I know I should go exercise, and all of a sudden you're on the couch eating potato chips and watching the TV. Or, oh, I know I should call this person, and then for the life of you, you can't pick up the darn phone. And then tomorrow, oh, I know I should call that person, and for the life of you, you can't pick up the phone, right? So there's a part of you witnessing this going, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Why can't I do that? Well, the reason you can't, part of it is simply a matter of brain function. Because our brain is not a single thing. Our brain is a pile of parts. And these different parts have different functions. And one of the parts of your brain is called the amygdala. And the amygdala is this little thing in your brain. Its job, its reason it's there, is to keep you safe and to keep you in your comfort zone and to minimize stress, to minimize risk. And ultimately, if you survive today, then your amygdala has done its job and it gets to pat itself on the back. Hey, I did good today. Jonathan survived another day. Right? Now, in trying to survive today, so if your amygdala is running your life, is in charge of your consciousness at that moment, right? So ultimately, let's just survive today. If that's going on, can you make phone calls to schedule appointments for next week? Probably not. Can you, work on a big project that's due in a month? Be proactive? Probably not. It's going to be really hard. Can you waste time? Probably. Can you play Spider Solitaire on your computer? Can you do, hey, 3:30, I can have a beer now? Yeah, probably. Can you handle whatever's on your schedule, but other than that, nothing else? Yeah, that's what happens. The amygdala creates that red light environment, that danger, stop, don't move forward sort of thing, right? And it shows in our behaviors. And so when we are doing those things, when we're acting that way, that is actually your or my, whoever's doing it, that person's highest expression of human consciousness in that moment. So it's not pathetic, it's not lame, it's not sad, it's not sorry. It's the brain function, this part of your brain that says, whoa, back off, be safe, whoa, just don't do that, right? Now there's another part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is right up here behind the forehead, right? And the prefrontal cortex is all about the big picture and achieving your goals and possibility and forward motion and, yeah, let's do this, right? If that part of your brain is habitually in charge, you are going to be able to be proactive. You are going to be able to get up. It's going to be easier to pick up the phone and schedule those appointments. It is, because it's not about, hey, danger, risk. No, it's like, hey, what's possible here? So a lot of our behavior depends on what part of our brain is running the show. And there's ways we can get in our head and basically flip some switches and turn the red light environment down and turn up the green light environment. And when we do that, we open up the door for us to think different, to act different, to have a different attitude, and ultimately to live a different life. Now, an easy way to do that is just bring your attention to this part of your brain. Intend that you are waking up your prefrontal cortex. And you could imagine that there's a little lightning storm going on here, or maybe this area starts glowing red. Maybe even tap it a little bit, say, hey, wake up, wake up. It doesn't matter how you do it, but do that right now. Just intend that this part of your brain is waking up. See a little bit of lightning going on there. And chances are right now you feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more alert, there's a little bit more spring in your step. You know, if you were to make a phone call, it would be a lot easier to pick up the phone right now. Just from, with your intention, flipping a couple switches in your head and turning on this proactive forward motion part of your brain. So, very simple technique. I invite you to use it a lot.